Do you celebrate your own wins, or do you often forget to do that? That's something that I know I myself am guilty of, and sometimes I completely forget how far I've come when I set goals for myself and then keep working towards things, and then I'm like, oh, I'm not where I wanted to be, or I haven't achieved that goal yet. And then often I forget, like, wow, I really accomplished a lot of things in a very short amount of time, even though sometimes my own self-critic doesn't think that I have. And so the other day, one of my students asked me, like, how many books do I sell? And I was like, I have no idea, I haven't looked in a while, and it's like kind of something that's on the back burner for me. But I actually did look the other day, and since I started in 2017, I've sold over 8,000 books, which for an indie author who, like, this is like a side passion project, that's pretty amazing, because most people only sell like 100 books ever of the book that they wrote as an indie author or like an independent author. And so my journey really started with this book, It's Okay to Feel, and I wrote it after a meditation. And I originally just planned to create this book and then have one copy in my classroom, and then actually I learned how to self-publish on Amazon because people introduced me to other people, and so I self-published, and this was my very first book. And then I published another other children's books, and they all kind of were mixed match. But I want to show you something that's kind of cool about how you can, when you are continuously working towards your goals, you just like get better and better, and like don't be afraid to start. So when I first published these two books, they literally were like colored on paper, and then I drew the drawings of the kids, and then I just took pictures of it or scanned them and then turned it into the book. And same with this one, this original first version of the book. And then I learned more. And now this is the version of the book with digital drawings all through it. And just, I think sometimes we think that we have to know everything before we start, and really we don't need to. So these are all of my books like branded now, and I'm pretty proud of how they look after learning how to brand. And one thing I want you to know is that no matter where you're at, don't be afraid to start, especially if you don't know how to do everything, because I know for myself, I was there and I have no idea how to do anything. And eventually your books can change and shift as you learn and get better and grow. And when I look at this very first book, I haven't redone the cover for this one yet, or the images, which I plan to do. But when I look at where I came from to where I am now, in like just how much more I know, I'm pretty empowered. And I also